Put it out flat.
I got one peck.
That's good. Can you look at the camera?
So we got these chicks 4 weeks ago at the Tractor Supply. They are Buff Orpingtons. Should we get them, Maddie? How many?
6 of them.
6 of them.
Find at least one duck though.
No ducks.
No ducks. He's with a guy.
It's my favorite kind.
Yeah. Kayla and I have a date night tonight, and we're gonna try to figure out something to do around the house because it's nice and warm today. How many degrees is it?
I didn't look. I'd guess like 65.
65 and sunny.
Yeah.
That's
nice.
Perfect day for me. We're at least gonna get a plan for the greenhouse. This is the greenhouse. And I had the chickens out here. I had the chicken coop right here, and it was really muddy when we wheeled them back out with the tractor. So this area is gonna get planted with something this fall. Big question mark on that. And we have to build a planter box on this side of the greenhouse. But first, I'll take you inside. This panel was missing from the greenhouse. So I put this plexiglass in there thinking I would want to open and close this window. So I put like a handle on it. But I don't know if I'll need that or not. It already fell out once and broke. So I at least have to fix that sometime. I think it's good for now.
Yeah.
But I want to paint this black on the bottom.
That would look good.
And then finish trimming it up. And then right now, so the greenhouse was only that high, but I'm pretty tall, so I lifted it 2 foot. And over the winter, the chickens were over here, and I built them a little path so they could go in here if they got cold. And then they just kind of like destroyed it.
Oh my word.
Because they're messy. But I did build a bed here and filled it with some old dirt from last year. So this is kind of like your first glimpse into the greenhouse. And like I said, we haven't used it. I got it late last fall for free from my uncle. And I built this raised bed here because I'm going to plant some stuff in here. And I had that, I think, already made. I just moved it out here for like potting stuff. And I think I'm going to build a bed right here. But we're just going to figure out what we need to do. And maybe we'll do some of it, maybe not. So there's more work to be done with that. That might be a separate video, but we got the plan for it.
Yeah, we
At
need
least
to get paint and maybe metal trim, you said.
we decided we're gonna clean the garage curb and
Plant tomatoes.
for our date night. So you don't always have to spend money. We're not experts at date night. So I got these shelves from those shelf kits from Menards. Menards is our little local Midwest. I think it's only Midwest.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought everyone knew what Menards was.
I don't know, maybe. I think it's from Wisconsin or Minnesota.
Oh.
But making its way around the country, Menards is awesome. Depending on who you ask and what you're getting and what kind of service you expect, Menards is awesome. Okay, it's all clean. We could even use one more shelf if we really wanted to, but we put the winter boots away. This kind of end of the house gets a lot of, one thing starts there and then it starts to clog. It's like a clogged artery. So we can keep that clean. So now we're gonna seed our tomatoes, and Kayla got the bright idea to do it out on our front deck because the sun is shining. It's way better than doing it in the basement. So we're gonna do it out here and maybe set up a little table or something. We have that little table downstairs. So I do a lot of gardening, but I'm not like gonna be like super instructional with this channel. Just kind of, if it helps, I'll answer any questions that I have, but I'm not by no means an expert. So like, I'm not trying to give out instructions. If anything, it's like, I do what I do, hopefully for a reason. And if I give instruction, it's maybe from experience, but otherwise, it's just a big experiment for us every year. So try to get better and better, obviously, but just gonna mix in this dirt and water. Kayla, can you fill this up in the hose? Ready to go into the trays. Do you want to fill the trays or you want me to?
I can. I don't care.
So these are all our tomatoes. We're doing Gold Nugget tomato, which is a small cherry tomato, a treat in the garden. Last year we grew Sun Gold, and by MI Gardener's website, these are better or just as good as Sun Gold. The Sun Gold are amazing if you haven't tried them. San Marzano we grew last year. Best Boy we grew last year. That's a bush tomato, a determinate tomato. Super Sauce we grew last year. They're just like giant Roma tomatoes. And then I was looking for Brandy Boy at the store. I didn't plan ahead on my tomatoes because I knew I wanted to grow at least these two, and you could just get those at the store, at the box store. So last year at the box store they had Brandy Boy from Burpee, and apparently that's really good. But instead I got Bodacious Hybrid, which is like a big slicer, I think. I like to grow, we just pretty much do them all into pizza sauce or pasta sauce or tomato sauce, and for chilies and for chili and salsa. So we just kind of have a variety of tomatoes just to make it flavorful. And then this one is Delicious Tomato. So who doesn't want a delicious tomato, right? So I got that one. And we also have some seeds. We're gonna try a couple perennials that Kayla wanted to try. Also, these clear trays, they have tiny little drainage holes, and I don't think that works very well, so I might drill them out. Some of them I drilled out.
Oh yeah.
I've used these a few times, and I drilled them out, some of them, with a 1/2-inch drill bit, and otherwise they don't drain very well, and you need well draining soil even as a seedling. So we're gonna get started here. So if you guys do want tutorials on this kind of stuff or advice from like what I would consider more of an experts, MI Gardener is a channel I watch quite a bit. We're gonna try to not go crazy this year because last year we went crazy. We had like 55 tomato plants.
Something like that, yeah.
And we had so many tomatoes. We are gonna try to grow as much.
The same truck.
Rolling coal. Last year I was excited about growing a bunch of different kinds of tomatoes, and San Marzano, we can keep that tag.
March 25th is when you did them last year.
Oh, okay, so we're early.
Yeah.
Earlier than last year.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, because we
Spring break.
we went to spring break last year and all our tomatoes died.
That's sad.
My sister Jessica was supposed to be watching them. Not blaming anybody, I guess. No, I think I overwatered them before I left.
Was it those ones with the tiny holes that you were talking about?
And it was the ones with the tiny holes.
Maybe it's that.
So we got 6 varieties of tomatoes. 4 are indeterminate, 2 are determinate. So 4 will need trellised, the indeterminate ones will need trellised. So those will go in the bunks that I marked out in my plan, right? And then we'll have to find space for the other 2 varieties.
I think you should also mention, like, we're not tomato people. Like,
No, we don't like, I didn't even like tomatoes until I
Yeah.
grew them myself.
Yeah.
I still don't like tomatoes from like Jimmy John's. They're like nasty.
Yeah, they're hit or miss, but
But these taste, well, the sun gold ones, they taste more like grapes than tomatoes. It's just
very
insane,
good.
especially if it's early morning and it's cold,
yeah.
or late night and it's cold and you just eat them. Oh, they're so good. I went and had a meeting. I had a meeting for a video I'm gonna do soon in the next few weeks for a. It's a local ministry called. It's like an urban youth ministry. They needed a video done, so they hired me to do a video for them. And so I went and checked out their space today, and they have a greenhouse.
Oh, really?
And they like teach kids how to do gardening. I go, oh, this is cool. And they're like, yeah, we just got this, we got this in, and we're trying to teach kids how to do gardening. I'm like, oh, cool, yeah, I love gardening, vegetables. And I was like, this is a nice greenhouse. And he goes, do you want to teach the class? I go, no. I go, no, I gotta teach a class. And he goes, we don't know what we're doing. And I go, oh, don't you have, they have a lady that does it. And she's just, I think she's the only one maybe, and she might need help, I guess. Or they're always looking for help. But I was like, oh man, I spoke too soon. Which, just even hanging out there, and they seem like a nice group, and they do good work. It's a gospel organization, and
all those already?
yeah,
Fast.
and I don't know, it might be kind of fun to go help them out. They have a gardening club. I don't know. I was going to tell Jessica and Jocelyn about it and see if they want to.
That's a good idea. They might like that.
I don't know whether it's a day or a longer commitment. I don't know. So we're going to do some basil, some purple basil and green basil. And also some marigolds we saved. These are saved from 2023, so maybe we'll do 2 seeds per.
Yeah.
And then we'll do some other flowers here. We're going to try to start some perennials just to attract some pollinators. We'll go salvia. Anyway, we got all our tomatoes seeded, 6 different kinds for the garden, and we got some flowers started, some basil started, and we gotta spread the vermiculite. And we'll spread the vermiculite and give it a good water, and thanks for watching.